I think we can collectively say there was a certain someone that had our blood boiling this season. Hello beautiful people, I hope you are doing well and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today, as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about something slightly different as we are dabbling into the world of reality television. And so we are going to be talking about the Ultimatum South Africa. Azisha! I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous doing this video specifically because I'm very much aware that I am now actually talking about real people and not characters. And so, you know, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but we're gonna move. So if you do not know what the Ultimatum is about in this particular season, it is about 6 couples that come to this area, the secluded area, of which one partner in each coupling has issued an ultimatum of it's either you put a ring on it or I walk. And they get to this place and they essentially just swap partners amongst themselves, and they go on a 3-week trial marriage with whichever person they decided to choose. And then after the 3 weeks, they go on a 3-week trial marriage with their original partners, and then at the end of the whole 6 weeks, they gotta decide if am I gonna put a ring on it, am I gonna walk, or am I just gonna take the one that I was coupled with in the initial 3-week trial. Yeah. So I'm going to split this review into 3 different sections. You can check the timestamps if you want to jump back and forth between them. But essentially I want to talk about my first impression about the couples when they arrived, and then the new couples, and then the original couples after the 6-week trial period thing. Yeah? Starting with Tavi and Genesis. I trusted them the least. When I first saw them, I was like, I feel like they're gonna bring the drama, right? Kanya and Ngateko didn't really have an opinion about them when I first saw them. They were just there. I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. Ruth and Isaac, I thought Isaac was gonna be the biggest issue. I was convinced. I was like, okay, Isaac must be the problem. It's Isaac. Lebu and Nala didn't really have an opinion about them in my first impression. Courtney and Aiden, I was like, why y'all here? I found them so cute from the minute I saw them on my screen. I was like, why are you guys here? Y'all seem like you don't have any issues. Y'all seem so cute and so sweet. Why are you guys even here? And then Lucy's like, and Lindy, I was like, why are you guys here? It's only 6 months. And then we had the new couplings, starting with Courtney and Genesis. I even forgot about them, guys. Is it me? Oh, I feel like they didn't have screen time like at all. But granted, they were not even that, they didn't bring no drama, so I understand why they wouldn't have screen time, because oh my goodness, the drama from the other couples. What? Now Ruth and Nola, all the drama of the season. As much as I didn't have a first impression on either of them in the original couplings, when they started mingling, you know, when they had like the little cocktail speed dating thing, and we started to see more of their characters, you know, their character unveil, I was like, ooh, these two are going to be drama. I was like, these two, I can sense the drama. And then when they paired together, ooh, I was like, who's out? All the drama that Ruth and Nola brought with them, the way they did Isaac and Lebu dirty, my goodness. And the fact that Isaac asked after the 3-week trial, when the boys came together and they were talking, kicking and having a good time, and Isaac asked if he did anything with Ruth, and he said no, and he later on goes to be like, no, I was protecting Ruth from Isaac. I'm like, man, they just speak the truth and shame the devil. And one part I can say, Shem, I kind of sort of agree to a certain extent with Nola, is when Ish hit the fan, right? And they were going at it because, you know, the truth had come out. They were busy in those 3 weeks, ne? And Isaac and Lebu were going at it, and they were going at it, right? And then Nola is like, these people are coming at me as if I did this whole thing alone, like they're not coming for Ruth. I was like, I understand, because I feel like Ruth, she got out of this thing unscathed, and it's like, it's not fair, because they should have been bouncing off the walls towards both of them, not just to Nola. So I can agree to a certain extent there, but I was glad he left. I was like, yep, when they called it quits, when Nola and Lebu called it quits, they're like, you know what, it's done, we're not gonna continue with the experiment, deuces. I was like, yes. Yeah, I felt for Lebu, but I was like, Nola, Kaja, it's okay. Now Isaac and Kanya, woo! I know in my first impression, I was like, Isaac seems like he was the issue in the whole thing, ne? Mara, oh Isaac, guys, yes, Isaac's got sweet elements to him. Oh Isaac, nice betuna. Isaac does not hit a single person. Mara, I'm vurvaya, man. I felt so bad for Isaac. I'm like, the 3 weeks because hey, the way, guys, the way of talking to people. There's a way of if you want to defend yourself, if you have a stance that you were standing and you want to defend yourself, there's a way to do it. I was the ulab man. Hey, did man? I'm rolling and then Lebu and Aiden. When I tell you, I love that pairing so much because you could just see, as Aiden kept saying in the confessionals, the two of them are very loyal to their original spouses. So for them, it's just friendship. A breath of fresh air from all the drama. And I loved it. That's why I felt so bad when Lebu left, because I was like, oh, Aiden, like, friendship was just starting to bloom. It was starting to blossom. And then because of all the drama, Lebu left. Now look. Now Nkateko and Sizakele. I don't know whether I was the one who just didn't register them whenever they were on my screen, but I have no recollection. I have no recollection of these people. Like, I feel like they really didn't get that much screen time, kind of like Courtney and Genesis. Tabby and Lindy, I was like, feelings were crossing, feelings to be mixed masala. And then the 3 weeks ended and it was time for them to switch back to their original partners, and I was like, this ought to be interesting. This right here, the next 3 weeks ought to be interesting because of all the drama. I was like, in number one, what you are, teddy bear, what you are, present, and Mugel was not having it, she returned. What you are, Jesus, teddy bear. No, but like Tabby and Genesis give me friendship vibes. Yes, like I enjoy seeing them together. I enjoyed seeing them together because they're so like bubbly and friend. It's like our scheme saga type of vibe, you know. Okay, when it came to the ultimatum having to be answered, and then Kanya Nkateko. Oh my goodness, guys, I felt so bad for Nkateko. I'm like, let's sit down and talk. You cannot be treated betuna. You cannot, man. When they came back, when they started back, right? And first of all, Wamti, cold shoulder. Okay, cue Adele. And then Jiggy, she's like, you're not about, you were rolling around in someone else's bed, now you're gonna come back and roll around in my bed. Get off my bed. Did you want Kakamfula, Umdana Wabantu, Wam Kibisela, Gewini, Wam Kibi? I'm like, hi. Already, Ukanya, I was here with her. Wait, that's in episode 6. I didn't remember the episode. I bookmarked it in my brain because I was like, what on earth is happening? When she was throwing a fit at, who was it? It wasn't to Tappy, was it to Caesar? I think it was Caesar. And she was like, get off my patio, leave. I'm like, yeah, voice and we are nyuka. So when came the time for the ultimatum, right? And he's there, he's like, I'm ready to answer. I'm sitting there, I'm like, you better not pull a ring out of your jacket. Now I'm going to what? Hey, did you to what ring? I'm like, this guy is not about to propose right now. Ain't no way this man is about to propose after everything. Did you amoize the line to Mazana? I said, oh, fine, you promise ring? I was like, I think you're not serious. I was like, you're not serious, Putty. And I just knew the minute he said this is a promise that I will propose. I knew she's about to throw a fit. And oh, a fit did she throw. Talking about, I deserve marriage now. That I can look sisi, tata ingondo zako, uhambe nazo, uyokhangela umuntu ozakunika iringa lokho. And then Ruth and Isaac, yo, another couple that stressed me. Because I was like, Isaac, you better not. I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, I want to see what is going to happen here. Okay, it was a unanimous decision. I was like, at least yes, it ends off somewhat nicely. And then this is like I was like, okay, so I was here. Okay, because I was like 6 months back, 6 months. And what was funny to me, which was like the same kind of sort of issue I had with Ruth and Isaac as well, Ruth specifically, is that with Ulindile Nosizakele, Ulindile is the one that issued the ultimatum, right? But the way Southaa was acting, it really seemed like you would have sworn she was the one that issued the ultimatum, because she was the one always in her feels. She was the one crying. She was the one complaining. I guess she was the one with the gift. Kwatiwa, kwatiwa, kwatiwa. And it's like she's acting as if she was the one who issued the ultimatum. Even with Ruth and Isaac, Ruth was acting like she was the one who had the ultimatum issued too, but she was the one that issued it. But she was busy. But anyways, back to Southaa and Ulindile. I'm like, okay, 6 months, we will see. You know, because guys, we've heard stories, we met PPP, and then 2 days later we're married, and now it's been 6 years and it's going strong. So okay, I know I've been seeing all of y'all by 6 months, but I guess we'll see, because I want to you know. So, and then it was my couple, guys, Courtney and Aiden. I was waiting for the proposal. No, because I love the couple. I was rooting from them from the moment they got there, from the moment I got there. And you could see Shamuguti, they didn't necessarily have, or from what we were told, you know, from what we perceived, you could see with they don't have many issues, like, as the relationship, as, you know, in like it was just Aiden was not getting his act together, and Aiden was very honest about why he was not getting his act together. I'll give it to Aiden, I'll give it to him. Always Oput was very honest, putting I was rooting for them. I was like, do we need to get you guys therapy? Do we need to give you guys classes? What do we need to do to work on this? Because there is substance here. Y'all are all in this together. So when he ultimately popped the question, I was like, yes, Aiden, you better wife her up. You better. No, because that is the couple shame I was rooting for from the minute they set foot. And I am so glad that everything, they were so drama free. They were so drama free. Like, even when they swapped partners, the partners they were with, it was just peaceful. Everything of theirs was just so peaceful. And that's why I was rooting for them, because I was like, there is absolutely no drama with these two. They deserve to end up together. They deserve, Courtney deserves Shem, she deserves the marriage that she wants, because nobody cute, man. I buy cute. And that was the Ultimatum season 1. Out of the 6 couple that arrived, 1 couple called it quits before the show even ended, 2 called it quits at the end, and 3 got engaged. Now we'll wait for the reunion, because I saw the reunion is coming. Is it the 24th? The 24th of May, something like that. I am set. I'm waiting for the reunion to see, you know, status report, status update. And you guys will let me know what you thought of the season. Would you guys like another season of, you know, the South African version of the Ultimatum? You will let me know. Okay, let's talk, because there's a lot to unpack with this. Definitely a lot to unpack. So yeah, that is it from me. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, switch on post notifications, all that amazing stuff. Until next time, stay amazing. Bye.